Yo, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to the channel, Ed Talks 420, and today I'm going to be talking about irradiated cannabis. So, I don't have a problem per se with irradiated cannabis. I mean, yes, it degrades terpenes, and yes, it degrades cannabinoids. But at the end of the day, if I had to pick, I'm going to pick non-irradiated cannabis. And that's a choice we have here in the UK. Now, lots of people will probably say to you, and I have been a victim of this myself, all the food that we eat is irradiated. Well, no, that's not actually true, and I was wrong saying that myself. So basically, the food in the UK, if the food in the UK has to be irradiated, it will have a label on it that says this product has been irradiated. Now, if you live in the UK and you haven't seen said label, that's because the food hasn't been irradiated. And on the labeling, it will say gamma or beta irradiated. It will have to state this. If it's been through this process, it has to state it. So maybe next time when you're out shopping, have a look, have a little bit more of an in-depth look, because no, not all the food that we eat is irradiated. That is a myth that seems to be flying around everywhere, but no, it's not 100% true. Also, that myth leads me into my next one. Now, irradiated cannabis. Irradiated cannabis is prescribed in the UK for people with immunocompromised immune systems. Okay, so the testing that the cannabis flower has to go through in the UK is quite stringent. That's fair enough, but they want us to have a clean product. So these companies that are saying, I'm irradiating my cannabis because the UK's laws are so tight that I might as well irradiate it to make sure that it passes. Well, I'm not really 100% on that one, mate, because how come, I've got it written down, these companies can do it. These companies, I'm just going to list off the name of these companies, right? Quadruple A, Lot 420, Papers, Sicta Legends, All Nations, Green Carrot, BC Green, Grow, funnily enough, and Cookies. These companies do not irradiate their cannabis. So how come, and these have got multiple strains, like for instance, Green Carrot has got multiple strains. One of them is irradiated. Now, the radiation thing should be there as a backup. You should be practicing clean environments. You shouldn't need to have to irradiate your cannabis to make sure it goes through the market. Really, I'm not really having it, because you have invested millions, and we're talking millions of pounds, in these medical facilities to grow cannabis, medical grade cannabis. You have put millions of pounds or dollars or whatever it is you stuck into it, a lot of money. And you're telling me you didn't do a test run to see whether the microbial content comes out underneath of what it's supposed to be for the UK. What you do is you do your test run, boys. Then you test it to see what you've got to do. And if it is coming up, great, happy days. If it isn't, you need to go back and dial it in. And if you can't dial it in, you need to go back to the drawing board and invest some money into your grow. Because at the end of the day, there are a lot of companies out there that are doing it. And companies that are saying, we're going to do it just to be on the safe side. So you're going to ruin your product just to make sure it gets into the country. Now, if you didn't irradiate your product and you had the fire medication, it's going to fly off the shelf, mate. In the UK, we are well known around the world for being cannabis connoisseurs. It's illegal here, we know that. Medical cannabis is legal. But as I say, around the world, even though it's illegal recreationally, we are known to have a very good palate when it comes to cannabis. So if you didn't irradiate your cannabis and sent it out on the shelves, some sticky, terpy, but it's going, mate. It's going. You're selling keys quick, bruv. Like, the UK will snap it up. If it's good food, we will eat it. So yeah, once again, that's what I'm saying is we get a choice in the UK whether we want to consume irradiated products or not. Cannabis or food, we get to decide whether we want to consume it. Now, I found out recently in America, they don't have this choice. Their cannabis, a lot of their cannabis is irradiated. So most of the cannabis in dispensaries is irradiated, but they don't have a law that states that they've got to label the packaging and say that it's been irradiated with gamma or beta irradiation or other microwave irradiation type thing. They don't have to state it. So they're just smoking it out there thinking, oh, this bud's a bit dead, bruv. Like, it's not hitting. It's not really smoking well. Because they smoke out there, you know. It's not really smoking well and all that. There's a reason behind that, mate. It's because it's been irradiated. Not all weed is irradiated in America. I know. But a lot of it is. Because the irradiation, what that does is that gets rid of mold, it gets rid of pests and everything like that. So irradiation for them seems to be a standard practice because they don't need to have a clean environment to grow this cannabis. They can just grow it in a facility that they think's okay and then throw it through the irradiation process and sell it. Growers, please up your game, invest in your grow and produce more fire medication for everyone. Whether you're smoking it recreationally, whether you're vaping it for medical, I don't care. Terpenes are a big thing. Terpenes degrading is a bad thing, and cannabinoids degrading is a bad thing. You're not getting the full benefit of the plant. If I had to choose, which I do have the choice, I would pick non-irradiated. Sometimes I don't have a lot of money and I get a cheap bit of bud because it's irradiated and it's just been sat there on the shelf and I need it just to get me through a few weeks like a pain, you know, like. But apart from that, I will always go to the non-irradiated because I've grew up on the black market. No black market weeds irradiated, bruv. None of it. We didn't get testing, we didn't get irradiating, we didn't get none of this spray pack stuff. We just got weed, bruv. Just weed. You know what I mean? So that's my little rant over about irradiation because I don't believe the companies need to irradiate it. They should have it as a backup. They shouldn't do it as a preemptive. You know what I mean? They shouldn't preempt that they're gonna mess up their grow. Why are you gonna do that? What? I don't understand it. So at the end of the day, multi-million-pound companies, just add a few more mil, will ya? End of. Anyway, guys, let me know in the comments what you think about irradiated cannabis. And listen, I know it's not the best thing and I could spark up a right little debate in the comments, but I think most of you are going to be on my side. So that's me. I've had my little rant. And if no one said it to you today, guys, I'm going to say it to you. I love you and I hope you have a blessed day, blessed week, blessed weekend, wherever you're watching this, day, night, whatever. Just bless.